More information is coming out about the death of Virginia Giuffre. There's an article by The Sun that just dropped a couple hours ago that gives more details about what happened and the people surrounding the situation. We're being told that cops found Virginia unresponsive at her remote farmhouse on a Friday night. Carrie Luden gave an interview to The Sun. Carrie Luden is Virginia's lawyer. I guess she took on representing Virginia at the beginning of the new year. She said that Virginia was in a lot of pain, but was looking forward to her future plans. She told The Sun that Virginia wanted to renovate this house and all sorts of things like that. There were plans that she had for the future. The lawyer revealed that she spoke to the 41-year-old the days before her death and had even been due to meet her on the day she found her unresponsive. I'd spoken to her the days before. This is what Carrie said. I was meant to be up here today, right now, having a meeting with her so we can sort out her legal affairs. I was here this time last week and things were positive. But in a scathing blast at the authorities, Carrie said that she was left reeling, claiming police failed to even confirm Virginia's death. She said, I'm a defense lawyer, so I don't like to speculate about things. I like beyond reasonable doubt. Until the evidence is in, we're just, drawing conclusions. Officially, the police told me nothing. They didn't even confirm that she was dead. That's how little information the police provided me. She added, this has been a complete shock to all of us. If any of us had thought she was going to commit suicide, of course, we would have taken more steps, put her into a clinic, or got her some help. When I got the phone call, I was like, are you joking? Because there's no signs that was something she was considering. So Virginia was found late on Friday night, sparking a major investigation at the scene that saw officials gathering evidence for 12 hours. It is understood that she suffered a pills overdose, though it remains unclear if it was deliberate and toxicology tests are still pending. It could also take up to 2 years for a coroner report to officially file a report on how she died. Her family has made statements about her suicide, naming it that, and different things. But I'm going to tell you guys something. I really struggle with this being a suicide. This woman was by herself on this farmhouse, that's what it sounds like, right? And truly, she had a target on her back. She wasn't protected. It didn't seem like she could trust a lot of people. It seemed like she had a lot of internet people that were after her and people that were really mad. We had a live earlier today. I'm going to link that live in the description box, but I clipped versions of my live where I wanted to talk about a piece of information that I thought was very important, right? Because one of the things that I've said on this video, you'll hear me say it multiple times, and you'll hear it so much that you'll say you're repeating yourself, is that this woman, Virginia, had a target on her back between her ex-husband and various other people that sounds like did not want her around anymore, in my opinion. Okay? On April 7th, People received an exclusive where Virginia Brother gave an exclusive to People along with the statement from Virginia. And in that statement on April 7th, she said that she had been victimized by her ex, Robert. I didn't say it. These are her words. She said it on that statement. That's what I'm about to play you now. Let's go. While she was in the hospital, she came forward with allegations of abuse against her husband of 22 years, Robert Giuffre. So in the hospital, she made allegations. And we asked the question, well, did Robert do this to her? Or did somebody else? In an exclusive statement to People, Virginia said, I was able to fight back against Maxwell and Epstein, who abused and trafficked me, but I was unable to escape the DV in my marriage until recently. After my husband's latest physical assault, I can no longer stay silent. This was the statement that she made on April 7th to People. So she gets assaulted. She's in the hospital. Then she dies, 2 weeks later? Does any of that make sense? Does any of that make sense? How do you go from being at the hospital, you get released, and then you die 2 weeks later. She lives in a remote farmhouse, y'all. Remote farmhouse. All by herself. Okay? Does she have any security there? I don't know. This is a woman who, by proxy, has a target on her back. Okay? She does. She doesn't get the same protection as, a lot of these, you would think that people would be making sure she's okay, protecting her and everything. No. She's in a farm by herself. It doesn't make sense. 2 weeks before this situation, she gets released from a hospital and she makes a statement and then accuses her ex-husband of DV. We're looking at these pictures and a lot of us are saying, the bruising looks old. It doesn't, if this was a bus accident and now renal failure, like there would be more news stories. Police is reporting, or at least saying, hey, y'all, the injuries were minor. She gets released from the hospital. She gives a statement, accuses her husband, and then 2 weeks later, she dies. And then they're calling it a suicide. The family is. The attorney is like getting herself away from this. It's like, she was in a lot of pain. Maybe she took a lot of pills. We don't know if it was suicide. Maybe she took too many pills. I don't really know. Or maybe it was something else because nobody was there and they're in there investigating for 12 hours in her residence. And the cops are not done, by the way. The investigation is not over. But let's be very real. This woman had a target on her back. Do you understand who she was taking down and who she probably could still have been able to take down? Trump, he gets stopped at the New Jersey airport. How do you feel about Virginia Giuffre? Oh, it's a horrible thing. It's a horrible thing. This woman wasn't liked by a lot of people. You had the Lady Lizard Face, for example, who, by the way, she's been very quiet. She's been a lady. Mm-hmm. She's been keeping it cute because she's on mute. All right. Lady Lizard Face hasn't said anything else. She got some backlash. Oh, I'm sorry. I probably won't be commenting on, Virginia. She's a mother and she left 3 kids. Bitch, you've been wishing for this woman's death. I don't know for how long. She was isolated, unprotected, and a recovering victim of abuse, but still making future plans. Doesn't that make you just question a little bit more? Just a simple fact that she was isolated, unprotected. Come on now, guys. That doesn't make sense. All right. People that make the explosive allegations that by the way, because she brought down a lot, it's a lot of people that were very angry at Virginia. Okay. They will forever have a target on their back. Any whistleblower like that, or any person that's exposing things like that, will forever have a target on their back. Forever. I think she had a target on her back. I think that people tend to overlook that when they're talking about this woman, and the things that she said and the interviews and everything. I mean, I literally went back to revisit some of her words just over the weekend so that I could understand the gravity and the things that she was doing. I mean, she literally brought a lot of these individuals down. It sounds like people knew where she lived. She lived in this like farmhouse, private farmhouse. She was there by herself. I guess I have a lot of questions about this. You know, I just don't know what to make of this. And I will say that, of course we're gonna wait, as the attorney said, wait until things get sorted out. But I don't know if I believe that this woman ended her life. And the more and more we look into this, and the more and more information comes out, I just don't think it's true. I don't know. Maybe that's what I should say. I don't think it's true, and I don't know, especially with the social media post that she made, where she talked about in 2019 she was never going to end her life, and then there was another social media post in 2023. So, and in hearing her talk to her lawyer, it sounds like there were plans that were being made here, um, renovations, things like that. Was there a suicide note? Was there, like, what else was there? They're saying that she possibly overdosed on pills. What pills? I have a lot of questions about this. What did the scene look like? 12-hour investigation, and I'm waiting for a public report, but I don't know if there will be one. It wouldn't surprise me if things get hidden here. We're still waiting for these Epstein files, the ones that were supposed to be released several months ago. What we know so far is, at least what has been said, is that Virginia's death is still under investigation as of Monday. This is what the Western Australian police spokesperson said. Okay. Guys, let me know what you guys think about this whole situation. We're going to be talking about this again live, just to, give some live commentary about it. But I'm just not buying that this woman ended her life. There's just so much circumstances surrounding her death that do not make sense whatsoever, starting from the bus accident. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'll see you guys on the next one. Rabbits out. Bye, guys.